Hello my lovelies, I hope you're all well. So I came across this story. Teens rip down tampon dispenser in boys' bathroom at Connecticut high school. Let's look at this, shall we? Connecticut teens ripped down a tampon dispenser in a boys' bathroom just 20 minutes after it was installed at a high school last week. Based. The tampon dispenser was installed at 9 a.m. on Wednesday in one of the boys' bathrooms at Brookfield High School, but by 9:54 a.m. it had been torn off the wall, leaving tampons scattering on the floor. A student or students who remain unidentified are facing disciplinary action, as reported by local outlets. Mark Belander, the school's principal, labelled it an egregious instance of vandalism and destruction of property in an email to students and staff. The installation of the tampon dispenser comes in response to a state law mandating menstrual products to be provided in women's restrooms, all gender restrooms, and at least one men's restroom for students from grades 3 to 12. Okay. Yeah, put them in women's bathrooms, put them in all gender restrooms, but why do you need them in the men's? Men don't menstruate, in case you weren't aware of that fact. A photo shows the tampon dispenser, which was installed at the high school, with overlaid text reading, "Tampon dispenser in the boys' bathroom and all gender bathroom in one day. This school needs to be stopped," wrote the social media user, whose name was obscured. Belander detailed the incident in the email and promised consequences for people who are responsible for it. He wrote, "Disheartened, dismayed, and disgusted are the adjectives that come to my mind. I am aware that the law says men's bathrooms, but the actions today that led to vandalism and destruction of property were the work of immature boys, not men." Yeah, it's in a school, mate. So yeah, they are boys, funnily enough. And they are boys that don't need tampons. We have a list of suspects, for crying out loud, and believe we know who is responsible. There will be consequences. He added that there have been instances of property destruction in boys' bathrooms recently, including breaking stall door hardware, soap dispensers ripped off walls, and various objects stuffed in toilets. Don't agree with any of that, okay, lads? I don't agree with any of that. Don't destroy property just for the sake of it. The tampon dispenser thing, I understand, does not need to be in a boys' bathroom, does it? But don't just destroy stuff for the sake of it, okay? Find a better outlet for your anger or whatever. Use your words to start a dialogue rather than use your hands to destroy something. In this particular instance, if you have questions, please let me know, he wrote. So mentioned that menstrual products have been destroyed over time in girls' bathrooms. Well, there you go then. There's a picture there of one stuffed in a toilet. A new tampon dispenser box will be installed, the superintendent said, but did not specify when. After the installation of the dispenser last week, it was ripped down from the wall. The school will continue to follow the law, which mandates where menstruation products are to be located. Well, the law is an ass, and so are you for blindly following it. Boys do not need tampons. Most girls don't want to use tampons. Why are you not putting sanitary towel dispensers? You know, it's all very good supplying free tampons, but what about the girls that don't want to use tampons? So the law states that it goes into effect on the 1st of September 2024, requires Connecticut public schools to provide free menstrual products in women's restrooms, all gender restrooms, and at least one men's restroom. Right. And a lot of residents have called it ridiculous, because it is ridiculous. I'm all for free menstruation products. You know, menstruation is something that happens to all women, and the cost of these products is astronomical. If you can get reusable things like a cup or reusable pads or period underwear, then it's obviously a lot more economical for you. But some people want to use tampons and disposable towels, which is absolutely fine. But yes, they do cost a lot. There's never any excuse for vandalism, but I'm a firm believer tampons do not belong in a boy's bathroom, a person told NBC. Yeah, same. I think it's ridiculous. Why would they put them in a boy's bathroom? Yeah. Connecticut senator opposed the proposal last year, referring to the policy as idiotic and insane. He wrote on Facebook, "I voted no on this when it was first proposed last year on the last day of the legislative session. It was one of many amendments I offered in an attempt to reverse this insane policy. Sadly, my amendment was voted down and this is still the law," he added. Both the superintendent and the principal said police will not be involved in the incident. Barley wrote, "Law enforcement is typically not involved in situations of vandalism/destruction of property unless the act rises to a much higher level of property destruction. The school is seeking restitution." And they didn't want to talk to the Daily Mail, funnily enough. But this is just absurd. It's just absurd. Like, you've provided all gender bathrooms, which is fine. You know, there are some very confused children that want to believe that they're not either male or female, and that's fine. They can use those bathrooms. I'm not aware of many trans men, so biological women who are saying that they're men, wanting to use men's bathrooms. Because they all say that they are at risk of attack and all this stuff. And I'm just not aware of many. I can't imagine that many of these young girls that are saying that they're boys actually want to go and use the boys' bathroom. I'm sure they would stick to the girls or they would go and use the all gender. So putting the tampon dispenser in the boys' bathroom is such a ridiculous statement. And it is a political statement because boys don't menstruate, so they have no need of it. But anyway, before I go on a rant that will get me demonetized, I'll draw this session to a close. But thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you very soon.